Hello friends, welcome back to our English lecture from Standard 8 English Unit number 1.1, The Best Christmas Present in the World. This half part of the story we learned in the previous lecture. In the first introduction of that lesson, we learned about that the story is revolving around the letter. Means that author is getting one letter in the roll top test, and in that letter, whose that letter was, whose address was there, whose it was, or to whom it should be given, that all the things we learn. The story is written by the Michael Morpurgo, who was the teacher in the United Kingdom, and after the retirement of the teacher, he returned 120 books, and from those books, from one, he adopted that lesson. So that things we learned in the previous lecture. Now what was the actual content in the letter, that we will learn in this period. So in the letter, that already we saw that here which address was written on that letter. So that author read that it was he unfolded that envelope and he read the address. So whose address was written on that envelope? Mrs. Jim Macpherson, 12 Copper Beaches, Bradford, Dorset. I took the letter and unfolded it. It was written in the pencil and dated at the top December 26, 1914. Means this letter was written in the 19th century, 1914, and month of the December. Then now I am reading the actual content of the letter. In the second part, they given that letter as it is. Means who written that letter to his dearest, so that all the content they given here. So what happened? What is the actual content they given here? Dearest Connie, I write to you in a much happier frame of mind because something wonderful has just happened that I must tell you about at once. Means who was writing the letter, that person was too happy, in the happily mood, he was telling that to her dearest. So what was the happy thing for him? We were all standing into our trenches. Trenches means a deep hole in the ground. Maybe in some pictures you saw that. Soldiers के लिए जो खाइयाँ खोदी हुई होती है, that is called the trenches. Yesterday morning, Christmas morning, it was, means this letter was written on the second day of the Christmas. It was a crisp and quiet all about. Crisp and quiet all about मतलब जो उस मॉर्निंग का जो मौसम था, that climate was too crisp, ताजगी भरा ऐसा मौसम था, वो जो मॉर्निंग थी वो बहुत फ्रेश थी, ऐसे उसका मानना था. A beautiful morning as I have ever seen. As cold as frosty. Frosty means covered with the frost. As a Christmas morning should be. जैसे क्रिसमस की मॉर्निंग होती है, वैसे ही ये मॉर्निंग क्या थी, बहुत हैप्पी थी. I should like to be able to tell you that we began it. हमने उस मॉर्निंग की शुरुआत की, दिन की हमने वो शुरुआत की. But the truth, I ashamed to say it that Fritz began it. Now here that Fritz name given for the German soldier. मतलब उन्होंने ऐसे कहा कि मुझे ये बताना है कि ये जो शुरुआत की थी, that a beginning actually started by the Fritz means the German soldiers. Then first someone saw the white flag waving from the trenches. उस अपोजिट साइड से जर्मन सोल्जर्स ने क्या किया कि उनके ट्रेंचेस के यहाँ से वाइट कलर का फ्लैग दिखाया. एंड यू आर ऑल्सो नोइंग दैट वी आर यूजिंग दैट वाइट कलर फॉर द पीस. मीन्स दैट इज द लैंड ऑफ वॉर. दैट बोथ पार्टी, जर्मन एंड ब्रिटिश सोल्जर्स, वेर रेडी फॉर द वॉर, बट फ्रॉम द अपोजिट साइड वन मैन waved that white flag. Means they don't want to do the war, they want only peace. Then what happened here? Flag waving from the trenches opposite. Then they were calling out to us from across no man's मीन्स उन्होंने क्या किया कि वो जो व्हाइट कलर का फ्लैग है वो फहराया और नो मैन लैंड में उन्होंने बुलाया. नो मैन लैंड मीन्स व्हाट? एरिया बिटवीन आर्मीज दैट नो वन कैन कंट्रोल. मतलब दोनों आर्मीज के बीच में जो एरिया होता है दैट इज कॉल्ड द नो मैन्स लैंड. Happy Christmas, Tommy. Now here that Tommy is the word used for the Britain or English soldiers. ट्रीज किसके लिए? जर्मन सोल्जर्स के लिए. और टॉमी ब्रिटेन और इंग्लिश सोल्जर्स के लिए ये यूज किया हुआ वर्ड है. सो दे gave that they greeted them happy Christmas. Then happy Christmas when we had got over the surprise means they were surprised how that our enemies can greet to us the happy Christmas morning. We all did, but then suddenly one of them was there in a grey coat and waving the white flag. Don't shoot lads. Don't shoot lad means boys. Lad means what? बॉयज. मतलब उनके अपोजिट साइड के जो ऑफिसर थे, जो ग्रे कोट में ऑफिसर था, उन्होंने व्हाइट फ्लैग फहराते हुए आकर कहा कि नो वन कैन शूट हियर. समवन शाउटेड एंड नो वन डिड एंड एवरीवन फॉलो दैट रूल. देन देयर वाज अनदर फ्रेज ऑन द parapet. Parapet means a wall near to the trenches. Keep your heads down, I told the men. It's a trick, but wasn't. Means directly we can't believe to our enemies. That's why that English soldier officer, he told that don't believe on them. You have to put your head down. Maybe it is a trick for the war, but in the really it wasn't any trick. Really they want to peace in between them and they don't want to do the war. One of the Germans was waving a bottle above his head. It's a Christmas day, Tommy. अब जो उनके अपोजिट साइड वाले थे उनमें से एक ने अपने सिर पर बॉटल लेकर बताया कि ये क्या है? क्रिसमस मॉर्निंग है. We have snatch, we have sausage. Snatch means it is a German drink made by a grape, and sausage means it is a packed meat. Means they want to do the party or they want to eat something in between them. We meet you. Yes, by this time there were dozens of them walking towards us across no man's land and not a rifle between them. इतना कहकर डजन से भी ज़्यादा लोग, मतलब जो भी सोल्जर्स थे, वो उस नो मैन्स लैंड में मीन्स विच इज़ अ एरिया given particular for the war that no one can control. In that land they all came togetherly. I was the officer means who was written that letter. He was the German officer. I should have stopped them there and then, I suppose, but the truth is that never even occurred to me. I should. All along their line and us, I could see men walking slowly towards one another. Means as a officer of that soldiers, his duty is that he should stop to them. But in actual, there was no any trick or there was no any plan. Really that German soldiers and German officer want to peace and they want to meet them. They want to greet the Christmas morning. And I was one of them. I was part of this. In the middle of the war, we were making a peace. मतलब युद्ध के बीच में ही उन्होंने क्या किया हुआ था? शांति शुरू की हुई थी. You cannot imagine, dearest Pony, my feelings as I looked into the eyes of freeze officer. मतलब उस पोनी को वो बता रहा है. पोनी was her wife, means that Jim McPherson is the officer of the English soldiers, and he has written that letter to his wife. His name was the Connie McPherson. So he is telling the details to our wife about the peace which they made in between the war. Who approached me had outstretched means it is held. Hans Wolf, he said, gripping my hands warmly and holding it. Gripping means he hold that his hands and he tell about himself. He told his name that was the Hans Wolf, means that German officer name was the Hans Wolf. Then I am from Dusseldorf, means he told his that place name also from where he was. I play the cello in the orchestra. Happy Christmas. Cello is the musical instrument like a large violin. मतलब उसने बताया कि मैं डॉर्सेट में क्या था, एक प्लेयर था कि जो सेलो प्ले करता था और ऑर्केस्ट्रा में काम करता था. आफ्टर दैट ही gave the greeting to him. Captain Jim McPherson, I replied, means who was given that reply, he was the English officer, then his name was the Captain Jim McPherson. Before that I told that this letter is written by the Jim McPherson to his wife Connie McPherson. तो उस इंग्लिश ऑफिसर का नाम था जिम मैकफर्सन और उस जर्मन ऑफिसर का नाम था, that name was the Hans Wolf. I replied, and happy Christmas to you. I am a school teacher from Dorset in the west of England. अब उसने उसकी इंट्रोडक्शन की कि मैं डोरसेट से क्या हूँ, इंग्लिश टीचर था फॉर बिकमिंग हियर. यहाँ पे आने ओह डोरसेट स्माइल. अब उस जर्मन आदमी ने क्या किया कि उसको स्माइल दी. I know this place. I know very well. He was knowing that about the place. I shared my rum ration and his excellent sauces and we talked. मतलब उन दोनों ने खाने के लिए जो लाई हुई चीज़ें थी वो एक दूसरे के साथ शेयर की और उन्होंने बोलना अपना शुरू किया. Connie, how I talked? He spoke almost perfect English. That man was talking perfect English, but it turned out that he had never set foot in the Dorset. मतलब कभी भी वो वहाँ पे गया नहीं हुआ था. Never even see to the England. He had learned all the new of England from the school and from reading books in English. मतलब डोरसेट के बारे में उसने जो भी जानकारी ली हुई थी उस जर्मन ऑफिसर ने वो सारी बुक्स में से ली हुई थी. Then he had learned all the new of England from the school and from reading books in English. His favorite writer was Thomas Hardy. Then his favorite book, Far from the Madding Crowd, means that Jim McPherson is telling the lovable things of that जर्मन ऑफिसर ने क्या क्या किया हुआ था, उसे कौन सी चीज़ें पसंद थी, इन सारी चीज़ों के बारे में वो क्या कर रहा है, अपनी वाइफ को बता रहा है. Then so out there was no man's land. We talked and Bathsheba and Gerbil Oak and the Sergei Troy and Dorset. He had a wife and one son, means that person written officer given that introduction about is the family also. Born just 6 months ago, उस जर्मन ऑफिसर का जो बेटा उसने बर्थ की हुई थी, he born in before the 6th month. Then he had, I looked about me, there were huddles of khakis and grey everywhere. Huddles of khaki means a group of khaki. Huddles का मीनिंग है ग्रुप, कि ग्रुप में बहुत सारे खाकी पहने हुए वहाँ पे क्या थे, लोग थे. Then I looked about, there was huddles of khaki and grey everywhere. All over, no man's land, smoking, laughing, talking. Hans Wolf and shared, "What was left of your wonderful Christmas cake, Connie?" अब उन्होंने कहा कि उस क्रिसमस केक के बारे में उसे बताया. He thought the marzipan was the best he had tasted. Then marzipan means a covering on the cake. मतलब सबसे जो अच्छा बेस्ट केक था वो उसने क्या किया हुआ था उसके साथ शेयर किया हुआ था. Then he thought marzipan was the best he had ever tasted. I agreed. We agreed about everything, and he was my enemy. Means their thoughts and their thinking, their introduction about everything they agreed, even they are enemy. There never was Christmas party like it Connie. Means here he told that इससे पहले मैंने कभी भी ऐसी क्रिसमस पार्टी नहीं मनाई.